Okay, students of class 7, today let us revise together the notes and exercises, okay, from of your chapter 16, growth of regional culture, from your social science history. So are you ready? Let's revise together, revise the notes and exercises, okay. Let's begin with the keywords which we have already learned. The first one is theme. Theme, an idea that records a work of art or literature. Philosophy, here, attitude that acts as a guiding principle for behavior. Okay. Bilingual, bilingual means speaking two languages fluently. If we can speak Hindi and if we can speak English fluently, it's what we call as bilingual. Natya Shastra, one of the fundamental treatises on Indian drama and aesthetics. Okay, I think we have already come across this Natya Sastra. Natya Sastra. Patron, a person who gives financial or other supports to a person, organization, etc. Lyrics, words that make up a song, usually consisting of verses and choruses. Okay, that's what we call as lyrics. Now question and answers. Answer the following questions. Write the contribution of the Turks in the field of historical literature. Turks. In ancient India, there was no tradition of historical writing. You know that? The Turks introduced the Arab and Persian traditions of historical writing in India, and with them we get a fairly systematic account of Indian history, beginning with the Sultanate of Delhi. You know, the sultans, most of the sultans, they were Turks, so to say. You know, so with the coming of these Turks, the historical the tradition of historical writing was introduced. So that was their great contribution. Okay, let's go to question number 2. Write about the work of Ziauddin Barani. Barani gives a detailed account of the reigns of the Khaljis and the Tughlaqs. Number 1. Secondly, he also wrote Fatwa-e-Jahandari, a work on political theory. Okay, that was the work of Ziauddin Barani. Question number 3. Mughal period saw great development in literature. Elaborate by giving some literary works of the time. Okay, Abul Fazl wrote the Ain-e-Akbari and Akbarnama, giving details of the customs and manners, religions, philosophy, economic conditions, and almost every other aspects of life. Okay, by Abul Fazl. Babur was one of the pioneers of Turkish literature. He wrote an autobiography. He wrote an autobiography called Babur Nama. Okay. Spelling of Babur, B-A-B-U-R. Nama in Turkish, which was later translated into Persian. Okay. Gulbagan Begum, she was the sister of Humayun. She also wrote the Humayun Nama. Jahangir wrote his autobiography, the Tuzuk-e-Jahangiri. Even in Hindi literature, made significant progress during Akbar's reign. Some great poets who wrote on the theme of love were Tulsidas and Keshavdas. Don't forget that. Let's go to the next question. Who were known as the three gems of the early Kannada literature? They were Pampa, Pona, and Rama. Okay. They were influenced by Jainism. Trace the history of Manipuri literature. I think this one is rather important. Question number 5. A momentous change was witnessed during the reign of Meidingu Charairongba. whose name was also known as Pamheba, and his successor, right? The period from the embracing of Vaishnavism by the Meitei kings up to the advent of the British was regarded as the medieval period of Manipuri literature. Okay, in Manipuri literature, some of the renowned poets and writers in the court of Maidingu Pamheba were Engom Gopi, Laisram Aroy, Yumnam Atibar, and Nangambam Govindram. Okay, question number 6. How did Delhi Sultanate help in the growth of modern Indian language and literature? Let us see. Braj Bhasha and Khari Boli forms of Hindi began to be used in literacy composition. One of the most significant developments during the medieval period was the birth of the Urdu literature. Understand? It produced great poets like Mir Dart, Mir Taki, Mir Nasir, etc., etc. All right. So this was the contribution of this Delhi Sultanate. What did regional dancer express in the medieval period? The regional dancer express emotion of a story and of a drama. Okay, the dancer express emotion of a story and also of drama. Let's see some of the classical dances that have evolved through the centuries, and we also have to name their origins. Bharatnatyam, origin Tamil Nadu. Kathak, Uttar Pradesh. Kathakali, Kerala. Kuchipudi, Andhra Pradesh. Ras Leela, Manipur. Odissi from Orissa, okay, or Odisha. What are the common about all the classical dance form? The use of mudras, or mudras means signs of hand, as a language of expression, and performing them in temples to entertain various gods and goddesses are common. Okay, so dances, classical dances that took use of hand, sign of hand as a language of expression, and also performing in the temples. Question number 10. Give some points on Kathak as a classical dance. Kathak is a classical dance or art form of North India, okay, most probably Uttar Pradesh, that narrate a story. It is said to be derived from the word katha, meaning the art of storytelling. It became courtly entertainment later on. Okay, what kind of change evolved in the classical dances? The classical dances evolved to include the expression and themes from social life and experiences. Okay, write a short note on Ras Leela as indigenous dance of Manipur. Ras Leela style of dance is lightly woven in the life pattern of the Manipuri. You know, I'm sure most of you know how to perform this Ras Leela, most of you, okay, including boys. The most striking part of it is its colorful decoration. So it's very striking, it's very admiring. Lightness of dancing feet, delicacy of abhimaya, that is drama, tilting music, and also the poetic charm. Okay, these are very striking. Let's go to the next one. State the distinct character of the Mughal style of painting. The Mughal school of art was essentially a court art, as we have already discussed before. Amazingly Indian in character and dynamic in expression. Okay, what was the chief characteristic of the Rajasthani painting? The Rajasthani paintings were decorative in composition and color schemes were used. Okay, nature in its various aspects has been mostly depicted. Okay, nature such as trees, such as peacock, birds, animals are also included in their painting. What do you understand by miniature painting? Miniature painting is a traditional style of art that is very detailed, often referred to painting which is very small in size. Okay, earliest miniature were palm leaf or wood and used to illustrate Jain texts. So in the earlier history, especially in the ancient history, they used palm leaves or even wood to illustrate Jain texts. State the contribution of Mughal emperors in the growth of Indian music. Music was a passion for all the Mughal emperors except Aurangzeb, perhaps. Okay, Aurangzeb did not like this music very much. They were great lovers of music. Hindustani and Persian music blended together for the first time during the time of this Mughal period. Okay, blended, mixed together, remix. You might have heard remix. Thamri, Khayal and Ghazal came to be developed. Kabir's dohas and even bhakti songs came to be appreciated by all. Okay, the contribution of Mughal emperor in the growth of Indian music. So, I'm sure you have learned something about some of the important questions on this lesson. Okay, so you try to revise it continuously. Okay, thank you so much. And one more thing I've forgotten. Whatever the questions that I have sent to you are all important for your exams. Okay, so read it thoroughly, refer your textbook, and also you watch, you read again and again all the notes which I have sent to you. Thank you.